Deep underground in an undisclosed location, this is Tread Comics presents the Buck Rogers 1939 serial. Buck Rogers is a 1939 science fiction film serial produced by Universal Pictures. It stars Buster Crabbe, who had previously played the title character in two Flash Gordon serials and would return for a third in 1940 as our hero. Constance Moore, Jackie Moran, and Anthony Warde would round out the cast. It is based on the Buck Rogers character created by Philip Francis Nowland, who had appeared in magazines and comic strips since 1928. In 1938, Lieutenant Buck Rogers, played by Buster Crabbe, and Buddy Wade, played by Jackie Moran, are part of a crew flying over the North Pole. They are caught in a savage storm and crash. They are ordered to release the experimental Nirvano Gas, which, unbeknownst to them, will put them in suspended animation until they are rescued. The Nirvano Gas works, but their ship is buried in an avalanche and is not found until 500 years have passed. When Buck and Buddy are found, they awaken in the year 2440 to a world ruled by the ruthless dictator Killer Kane, played by Anthony Warde, and his army of super-racketeers. Only those who live in the hidden city, run by the benevolent scientist Dr. Huer, played by C. Montague Shaw, and his military counterpart, Air Marshal Kragg, played by William Gould, resist the criminal rulers of Earth. Buck and Buddy join the resistance. They volunteer to go to Saturn, where they hope that they can find help in their fight against Killer Kane. Wilma Deering, played by the beautiful Constance Moore, is assigned to accompany them. Saturn is run by Aldar, played by Guy Usher, and the Council of the Wise, and Prince Talon. To the dismay of Buck and Buddy, they also discover that Killer Kane has dispatched ambassadors of his own, headed by his loyal henchman, Captain Laska, played by Henry Brandon. The series then becomes a back-and-forth struggle between Buck and Kane to secure the military support of Saturn. This 12-part Buck Rogers movie serial was launched in 1939. It starred Buster Crabbe, who had played the role of Flash Gordon in the serials Flash Gordon and Flash Gordon's Trip to Mars prior to Buck Rogers. Constance Moore played Lieutenant Wilma Deering, the only woman in the film, and Jackie Moran was Buddy Wade, a character who did not appear in any other versions of the Buck Rogers franchise, but who is clearly modeled on the Sunday strip character Buddy Deering. Anthony Warde played Killer Kane, Buck Rogers' enemy. This was the only time that Warde, who usually portrayed evil underlings in serials, played an evil villain lead. Korean actor Philip An, younger brother of noted actor Philip An, played Prince Talon, a Saturnian native who befriends Buck Rogers. Noted actor and the crown prince of stuntmen, David Sharp, who appeared in over 4,500 films over the course of a 7-decade career, also appeared in the Buck Rogers serial in several roles. One as Kane's pilot, a hidden city sentry, and a Centurion lieutenant. The serial had a small budget and saved money on special effects by reusing materials from other stories. Background shots from the futuristic musical Just Imagine, which was released in 1930, as well as the City of the Future, the garnishly stenciled wall from Azura's Palace set in Flash Gordon's trip to Mars, and even the studded leather belt that Crabbe wore in Flash Gordon's trip to Mars turned up as part of Buck Rogers' uniform. In 1953, the 1939 movie serial was edited into a feature film entitled Planet Outlaws by Sherman Kessberg for release via Goodwill Pictures Incorporated. Then it was edited once again to feature length entitled Destination Saturn for syndication to television in 1965. Finally, the serial was edited once again into a feature film format in the late 1970s. This version, simply entitled Buck Rogers, with the theatrical poster advertising Star Wars owes it all to Buck Rogers, and which was later sold on videotape in the early 1990s by VCI Entertainment under their catalog picture title of Planet Outlaws, which title, to make it appear more legitimate, was also superimposed onto the first shot of film following the main titles. The original Planet Outlaws and also Destination Saturn have both been available in video format since the early 1980s, and as early as 1970s were both available for user purchase in 16mm film format from Thunderbird Pictures. VCI released all 12 installments on DVD in September of 2000, and in November of 2009, VCI released a special 70th anniversary edition on DVD, with extras including The History of Buck Rogers by Clifford Laughing Gravy Weemer, a photo gallery, and the 1935 Buck Rogers short feature originally shown at the 1933-1934 World's Fair.
And now, Trade Comics is proud to present the 1939 Buck Rogers serial, Chapter 5, The Phantom Plane.
Here they come. You hurt bad, buddy? No, it's nothing. It's just a piece of rock, I guess.
Did we get him? Not that time. One more dive ought to do it.
We don't stand a chance here. Let's get deeper in those rocks before they dive again.
worried about Buck.
Oh, he's all right.
But that captured Kane ship was much faster than ours. He should have caught up with us a long time ago.
Say, maybe that burst of yours crippled them so they couldn't take off.
You may be right. I'll report to the squadron commander. Lieutenant Deering calling the squadron commander.
Squadron commander. Go ahead, Lieutenant Deering.
Colonel Rogers should have caught up with us long before this, sir. I'm afraid his ship may be crippled. I suggest we turn back.
Perhaps you're right, Lieutenant. We'll do so.
Thank you.
Wait, Talon. What's the matter, kid?
One of them's down. One more dive ought to finish them.
I'm all right, Buck. You fellas go ahead and...
Buddy, give me a hand, Talon.
We'd better finish him. We ever want to face Killer Kane again.
Kane Squadron. All ships stand by to dive. Objective, enemy squadron 4,000 below us. Attack in formation B.
It's a hidden city squadron. They're right on us.
Rogers, look. Looks like Wilma's squadron. Let's work back toward our ship.
Give her full throttle and let's get out of here.
Lieutenant Deering, land your ship and look for Rogers. All of the ships follow me in pursuit.
One of your ships had just landed.
Wilma, probably. Hope so.
It's Wilma, all right. Here she comes.
Golly, I'm glad you're here. Let's get back to the ship, quick.
Right, Buck. You think he's badly hurt, Buck?
I hope not. We'll have to get him to a hospital.
Colonel Rogers, you'll take Lieutenant Deering's ship. I'll repair yours and follow.
Thank you very much, Captain. Help me, Talon. Be right back, buddy. Ready for the starting rifles?
Right, Buck.
How far are we from Hidden City?
Only a few minutes' flight.
You better call Dr. Huer and tell him about Prince Talon and Buddy. I'm going on back, see if he's all right.
All right. Lieutenant Deering calling Dr. Huer of the Hidden City. Lieutenant Deering calling Dr. Huer of the Hidden City.
Dr. Huer answering. Go ahead, Lieutenant Deering.
I'm approaching the city. We have Prince Talon, an envoy from the planet Saturn, with us.
Envoy from Saturn. I shall be at the air dome to welcome him in person.
Fine. Will you also have a hospital attendant on hand, please? Buddy Wade is badly injured.
Buddy Wade. I shall tend to all arrangements. Anything else?
No, that is all. Lieutenant Deering calling the air control at Hidden City. Lieutenant Deering calling the air control at Hidden City.
Control officer answering Lieutenant Deering.
I'm approaching the city. Watch the indicator and make ready for landing, please.
Detail advised. Come in, Lieutenant.
See, Talon? What we've been forced to do to escape Kane and his outlaw army?
With the help of my planet Saturn, you will soon see the end of Killer Kane.
Thank you.
The landing, Buck.
That was a nice landing, Wilma. All right, careful with him, men. Wilma, you look after Buddy while I report to Dr. Huer.
Yes, I will, Buck.
Colonel Rogers, how's Buddy? He's been taken care of, sir. Dr. Huer, this is Prince Talon, envoy from the planet Saturn. Dr. Huer is our scientist general, and Air Marshal Kragg, our operations chief.
Prince Talon? Prince Talon, you bring new hope to a beleaguered race.
If it had not been for Colonel Rogers, I think your enemy would have tricked me into fighting you instead of helping you. I am authorized to sign this treaty, pledging our support to your cause.
It would be more honest to let you see our people and decide whether we are worthy of your help.
Hello, Wilma.
Hello, Buddy. I'm so glad you're better. For a while, I was a little worried about you.
Shucks, I'm all right. Well, how about Buck and Prince Talon? Did Kane's men get them?
No, they're perfectly safe, but you mustn't excite yourself.
I think you'd better go now, Lieutenant. He's still a pretty sick soldier.
All right, Doctor. Goodbye, Buddy.
Goodbye.
Lieutenant Deering, it would be well to contact the planet Saturn.
Yes, sir.
Advise them that we have signed the treaty with Prince Talon, but they are at war with Killer Kane.
Yes, sir. The Earth calling planet Saturn. The Earth calling planet Saturn.
I assure the leader that the Hidden City Squadron was upon us before we could bomb Rogers and Talon again.
So you allowed Rogers to escape with Talon to the Hidden City?
We could not help ourselves. You see, we were...
Silence! If Talon pledges the aid of Saturn to Dr. Huer, they will drive us from the face of the earth.
We brought it on ourselves. You should have taken my advice. Quit when we had enough.
Since you are so clever, you shall take a spaceship to Saturn and arrange a treaty with her people before Talon has time to report back.
I refuse. I will not be a tool for your insane ambitions.
I am in command here, Krenko. Take him away to the robot battalion where he can forget his grievances.
You can't send me there, Kane. You can't. I'll head your commission to Saturn. I'll head your commission to Saturn. But don't send me to Robert's Kane. No!
Anything to say it now, Krenko. When this helmet is in place, you'll never think nor speak again. You can tell Kane that I'll escape. I'll live to see the day that his... One more dead man in the ranks of the leader's enemies.
I trust no others share the feelings of the late Councilor Krenko. Being a kindly ruler, I shall give you a chance to redeem yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Fly a spaceship to Saturn and arrange the treaty that Krenko refused to try. If you succeed, there is an empty chair at my council table.
The Earth calling the planet Saturn.
I'm afraid it's useless, Doctor. Apparently, our receiving sets are not in tune with your projectors.
In that event, you'll have to return to Saturn by spaceship.
I doubt whether such a trip is possible.
Air controls.
What reports from our Outer Atmosphere Observatory?
Report just received, sir. Killer Kane has doubled all air patrols in that stratum.
The spaceship wouldn't have a chance.
I am not quite so sure about that, Kragg.
Not sure? You know what's happened to all our ships that tried to break through.
Yes, but I've been working on a little experiment that may help us.
What kind of an experiment?
Well, I didn't mean to show it until I had perfected it, but even as it is, it may serve our purpose. Just step over to this window.
Watch the ship nearest you. Stand well back. I don't want to experiment on you.
Do you know anything about this?
I knew he was working on something, but he wouldn't say what it was.
Now keep an eye on that ship.
I don't see anything strange about it.
What's it supposed to do, Doctor? Blow up or something?
Why, it's disappearing in the thin air.
Oh, don't get in the ray. Might do the same thing to you. Wouldn't harm you very much, but it may take some time to bring you back to visibility.
But I don't see how that'll help, sir. If you've destroyed the ship...
Oh, but I haven't. The ship is still there, but you can't see it. I have discovered a ray which reduces all opaque matter to transparency, perfect as the ether itself. Unfortunately, I can hold it only for a matter of a few minutes. 10 at most.
And the ray won't harm anybody inside the ship?
Not at all.
Well, then the problem's solved. We fly through Kane's blockade in an invisible ship.
And the sooner we start, the better.
Yes.
They'll need a navigator set.
Oh, yes, so they will. You will report to the air control room and make ready for immediate flight.
Yes, sir.
Well, if I have to take you with me, we'd better get to the control room. Doctor?
Have the rockets loaded into a spaceship for immediate takeoff.
Yes, sir. Rocket laboratory. This is the air control office. Have spaceship LZ9 loaded immediately for takeoff. These are retarding rockets. Make sure you put them in the lower racks with the firing end forward.
You'll be pretty much on your own when you reach Saturn.
Run for your lives! Rocket exploding! Rockets exploding! Run for cover!
Rockets discharged. If it reaches the rest of them, it will...
Buck, you'll be killed!
Get back, Colonel! It's to blow up any minute! There's nothing you can do, sir!
Isn't there something we can do to stop him?
He'll be killed. Buck, are you hurt?
I'm all right, Della.
I cut the circuit to the main rocket tube.
Better fire another rocket, Wilma.
I hope we get through Kane's blockade.
All depends on Dr. Huer, Talon. I'll radio him as soon as we spot any of the Kane ships.
Buck, there they are, right above us.
Dr. Huer? Dr. Huer? Buck Rogers calling.
This is Dr. Huer. Go ahead, Buck.
We've spotted the Kane ships, sir. They're directly above us.
Let us, Buck.
A hidden city ship rising, sir. Trying to run our blockade.
Head straight for it.
Man the ray guns. Hold your fire until I give the order.
It's working perfectly, Doctor.
Look, it's disappearing into thin air. It's vanished.
Attention all patrol ships. The hidden city spaceship has just run our blockade. Spread out, circle and try to locate it.
All right, Talon?
Yes.
You, Wilma?
Fine, Buck.
Stand by your rocket controls. Here we are back to normal again. Was that a relief?
It's a strange sensation being up here in a ship we couldn't see.
The main thing is we got through Killer Kane's blockade. Now the only thing left between us and Saturn is space. we made it. We're over Saturn again.
Buck, look, a killer Kane ship.
It's just what I was expecting. They beat us here.
Don't worry. I'll straighten all that out when I talk to this attorney and counsel.
There doesn't seem to be anybody around that spaceship. If we could cripple it, we'd be sure that Killer Kane's men couldn't make a getaway.
It's risky, Colonel Rogers, but let's try it.
Looks like they've spotted our ship.
I hope they have.
We may try to disable it.
That's just what I want them to do. Keep your eyes on these robots. I don't want Rogers to find them.
There's not a soul in sight. You two keep me covered.
Check those controls. I want to drop those rockets.
We got them right where we want them.
They're locked, Colonel Rogers.
I tell you what you do. Run over to our ship and get a wrench.
We're trapped. The door is locked.
It's locked, all right.
I should have suspected something like this. Hit the floor, quick. It's poison gas.
Keep your mouth and nose covered.
I can't.
That ought to take care of them.